Hi, today we talk about the service that the Cohen did in the home of God. We start in Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 6. When a Cohen comes to do the service in the place that God had designated, which is Jerusalem, he may go ahead and do service together with the other Kohens. So let's explain. In the times of Moses, he split up the Kohens into 8 groups. Like this, you wouldn't need to have all Kohens doing service all on the same days. Later on, Shmuel Hanavi, Samuel the prophet, he split up the Kohens into 16 groups. And King David split them into 24 groups. And each one had their week. And the others would do, everyone would do their own week. What happens if one Kohen wants to come in a week that's not his time of service, but wants to bring a sacrifice? He may go ahead and do its service. The same thing is during the holiday times. Other Kohens may join in. However, the dividing of gifts would only be from holiday-related things, not from regular sacrifices. When you do come to this land of Israel that God has given to you, He does not want you to do abominable practices of the other nations that were there before you. For instance, don't take any of your children and take them between fire. Don't seek to speak to the dead. Don't seek to be able to talk and listen to the futures. Don't do magic. All these kind of abominable things should not be done for the Jewish people. Rather, go in the ways of God. The word is tamim, and we'll soon explain more about that. Today's Tanya, we discuss that the Shema Yisrael, very famous prayer, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. The custom is when you say it that you take your hand and you cover over your eyes. Why? Because when you see the world, it's hard to concentrate of the real essence of everything, which is God's hand. And when you're able to close your eyes for a moment, put your hand over your eyes and say Shema, think about the essence of everything in your life and the unity with God. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, He is one. Encompassing all the skies, all the heavens, all the 4 directions of the universe, we are elevated. The only problem is, afterwards we take down our hands and we see a beautiful world, and we could sometimes be distracted from its real essence. So this is what the verse says, Mi ka'amchi Yisrael goy echad ba'aretz. Who is like the nation of Israel in the land? Meaning that the Jewish people have the ability to bring that beauty, bond, and understanding of godliness, just like when they do prayers, even when they are acting in their mundane practices. However, you'll have to pray, and then with the energy of prayer, bring that into your mundane practices. Today's mitzvah is we don't do fire on Shabbos, and that will include also if someone deserved a death penalty by the Jewish courts, they would not do the punishment of fire on Shabbos, and likewise, they would not do any other punishments on the day of Shabbos. Even more so, there would be no Jewish court proceedings on the day of Shabbos. Going back to that verse that says you should go tamim with God. Tamim could be explained as complete. You should be complete with your service of God, the way you serve Him. Or tamim as in simply. Like by the Seder, you read in the Haggadah, there are 4 children that come. One of them is the simple child. Tam, he's called in Hebrew. So over here, God is saying that even though you could say, wow, I could benefit from, trying to speak to the dead or listen to what the future may be, still, that's not what you should seek. You should seek simplicity, going in God's ways. If good comes to you, if bad comes to you, whatever it is, go in God's ways, and then you have God as a portion in your life. And there's nothing greater than that. Have a wonderful day.